Unfortunately, I forgot to look at last season's stats at the end of the year, so you won't be able to see those, but I do know the New Orleans Saints quarterback got the most passing yards with over 5,000 and like 500, I believe. So we'll see you at the mid-season point and look at what's going on then. Okay, so at the midway point of the season, we have Seahawks last at 1-6, with Lions second last with 1-5, then Packers, Titans, Broncos, Buccaneers, and Rams all with 2-5. Falcons with 2-4, 3-4 for Dolphins, Ravens, Chargers, Giants. 3-3 for Jets, Chiefs, Steelers, Cowboys. 4-3 for Raiders, Browns, Bears, Panthers, Bills, Texans, Commanders, Colts, and San Francisco. 4-2 for Saints, Eagles. 5-2 for the Vikings and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Bengals 5-1 for Patriots and 5-1 for the Arizona Cardinals. So if we just have a start. Joe Burrow with most yards with 2,138. Tua Tagovailoa with 2,132. Caleb Williams with 2,017, and Matthew Stafford on 1,999. Patrick Mahomes with 20 touchdowns, 19 for Josh Allen, 18 for Bryce Young, 17 for Tua and Caleb Williams. Interceptions: 9 for Drew Aller, 8 for Deshaun Watson, 8 for Dak Prescott, 8 for Sam Howell, 7 for Patrick Mahomes, 6 for Tua, Jordan Love, and just all these guys. Rushing: Nick Chubb with the most so far, 717. Jonathan Taylor at 658, and Derrick Henry at 608. Most touchdowns: Gus Edwards, Josh Jacobs, Jonathan Taylor, Jamal Williams, Tony Pollard, and Breece Hall. Receiving: Justin Jefferson at 716 yards, and Puka Nacua with 694, Keenan Allen 654, Mike Evans with 632, and Brandon Ayuk rounding out 600 club with 621. Forgot to look at touchdowns for these lot. Most touchdowns for Josh Downs with 9, 8 for Puka Nacua, Chris Olave, and Travis Kelsey. Don't care about blocking. Defense: most tackles here. Orlando Roberts 64, 62 for Alex Singleton, Jerome Baker, Logan Wilson 61 for Drew Tranquil, probably butchered that, Tremaine Edmonds, and 60 for Alex Anzalo. 12.5 sacks for Max Crosby, 8.5 for Andrew Van Ginken and Myles Garrett, and 7 for Jermaine Alexander, Aiden Hutchinson, Jeffrey Simmons, Kevin Thibodeaux, Matthew Judon. That's it. 1-7, 4 interceptions for Jalen Ramsey, 3 for Trent McDuff, 3 for Daxton Hill. Any touchdowns for defenders? 1 for Trent McDuffie and Jonathan Jones. Do you want a quick look at kicking? Couple 100% is. Who's that? Chris Brown 93. Who's got Laris? Who would actually kick 92? Nick Pop, and then Chris Bob. So I'll see you at what is it? Playoffs, and I'll see if there's any interesting games there. Okay, so now we're at the playoffs. We will look at the records. Titans are the worst team in the NFL with a 3-14 record, followed by Seahawks 4-13, and Lions, Broncos, Buccaneers, Giants, Chargers, Steelers, and Rams all with 5-12 records. And 6-11 for the Atlanta Falcons, 7-10 for Ravens, Packers, and Bills. Browns finishing with 8-9, Colts 8-9, Jets 8-9, and Commanders the first team with a running record 9-8. Patriots 10-7, 10-7 for Dolphins, 10-7 for the Saints, 10-7 for the Panthers, Eagles, and Bears, 11-6 for Raiders and Cowboys, 12-5 for Cardinals, Vikings, and Chiefs, 13-4 for Texans and Bengals, 12-5 for 49ers, and 14-3 for the number 1 seed, Jacksonville Jaguars. So I'll look at the stats at the end of the season, but we'll have a quick look at the playoff brackets to see if there's any games to shout out. We got Bengals, Patriots, Kansas City, Raiders, and Miami versus Texans. Then Minnesota and the Eagles, Cowboys and Bears, Panthers and Cardinals. So we'll sim around and see if there's any interesting games there, as this doesn't shout out to me. So Bengals beat Patriots 35-25, Chiefs beat Raiders 24-21, Miami thrashed the Texans 38-7. On the AFC side, it will be Jacksonville versus Miami and Bengals versus Chiefs. Also on the NFC, it is Minnesota beating Eagles, Browns beating last year's Super Bowl champions, the Dallas Cowboys, and Cardinals beating the Panthers, with San Francisco facing the Bears and Minnesota facing the Cardinals. We will watch Bengals Chiefs, so that's 2 versus 3. I think that'll be a good game to watch.
Today, it's Madden NFL football. It's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports.
It'll be Joe Burrow and the Bengals versus Patrick Mahomes and last year's runners-up, the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm guessing led by Travis Kelce on the offense, whilst Bengals are led by Jamar Chase.
We'll see Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a very sold-out Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Coming up, divisional round Saturday, we've got an AFC battle on tap, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
So what I'll do is I'll show you this. I'll sim the first 2, maybe 3 quarters.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gauntlet. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks.
A point,
certainly
so we can get the game, but we'll sim the first 2 quarters, and I'll just show you that. And then I'll be a bit more picky with the play, so I'll stop this and start doing that as it's 7-7. Yeah. 14-7, 21-7, 24-7, 27-7. So go into the next half. I'll be a bit more picky with the plays, not just sim. So I'll see you in the game if we watch any moments. We have a 3-13 on the first drive here for the Cincinnati Bengals. Burrow staying in the pocket, gets it to his receiver Jamar Chase, for the first down. And surely one more score by Cincinnati will win it for them. We got 3rd and goal here from the 6th. Cincinnati score here, they've probably won. Burrow gives it to 15 and it's a touchdown, I'm assuming by the tight end. I have no clue, I'll be honest.
And the Bengals continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
It's an absolute thrashing by the Bengals at the moment.
These guys can play anywhere, it doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead.
3rd and 10 here for the Chiefs. Will it be a quick 3 and out? Or will they have a bit of fight in them? Holmes will snap it, stay in the pocket, throw it to Kelsey and get the first down. For 12-30 yards.
First down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed.
Chiefs scoring on their last drive and forcing a punt. If they score here, they could put a bit of pressure on the Bengals if they score before the 4th quarter, as he gives it to Kelsey for the first down.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
And it's a big reception for Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs on yet another 3 and 10, but the game is now interesting with 2 unreplied scores from the Kansas City Chiefs. They are back in this game after early Cincinnati dominance, and they've thrown it to Travis Kelsey every single time he rushed, but he gets another first down. 3rd and 17 here for the Bengals. It would be huge to pick this up. And it is only a 10-point game off the field goal. What a catch from Jamar Chase for the first down on 100. Around the back with defender. 46 pass attempts from Joe Burrow this game, getting 32 of them. And 404 passing yards. As what a catch this is from Jamar Chase. 35, I think it's Jones, could not do much about that. He gets 3rd and 5. I mean, realistically, Kansas aren't going to pull it back from here. It's probably the last player who watches. Mahomes sets back, gives it to his wide receiver for first down, but realistically, unless it's 3rd and 4th for goal, I don't think I'll watch any more highlights for now. And the Bengals have won 41-31. After a dominant display, a bit of a scare in the 3rd quarter, but managed to hold it together at the end. And the Bengals will go to the championship game.
And we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs?
20 unresponded points in the 2nd quarter by Bengals. As we won't watch highlights, and I'll see you next week for the championship games. We'll have a quick look through the Pro Bowl roster. I forgot to do it last time. QB1s, Prescott, Williams and Hurts for NFC. AFC, Lawrence, Stroud and Mahomes. Nick Chubb and McCaffrey, running back Vons. Mixon, Swift, Jacob, Pacheco for their respective conferences. Nakua, Keenan Allen, CD Lamb, you gotta give that to NFC. Mike Evans as well, dominant receiving crew. Travis Kelsey, Hunt Henry, Pitts, Schultz, Ferguson at tight end, Tooney, C. Swift, Martin, Lindstrom, Johnson, Alt, Max Crosby, Garrett, Lawrence, Parson, Kendrick, Nick Bosa, Jalen Ramsey, McKinstry, Latimore, McDuffie, Tell, Johnson, Kybard, Bayard. I thought I'd just look at that, playoff brackets. Watch one of the seems like guys Sims Conference Championship. Wow. Oops. So it is a Benny. I would have watched that as well. It will be a Minnesota Bengals final Super Bowl. So we'll go and get to that now. It's the Super Bowl. It's at the AT&T Stadium.
It's the National Football League.
Bengals versus Minnesota.
59. It's the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League.
Just saw the Cincinnati Bengals have their fun with Kansas City. Minnesota on the other side getting big wins against San Francisco and whoever they played in first round, I think it's Dolphins. Don't know much about their team, not sure if they've got McCaffrey, or whatever he was called, that quarterback who was injured in real life. As we'll have the coin toss here. Justin Jefferson still at Vikings. Don't know who's running. I guess Bengals looks a bit more excited. And so after this we will look at retirements, any big trades and rewards and stats. Dane Key, pretty solid punt returner, kickoff returner. But not that many touchbacks compared to what others have. Bengals been a very good unit recently, and we'll do what we did in the Chiefs game. So I'll just show you me simming 2 quarters, and then I'll just find plays as 7-0 Bengals to end the first. 14-0, 14-7. 14-0, 14 unanswered points by Minnesota, creating a bit of a comeback to level the game, and they'll probably have momentum going into the second half, so I'll find you at the next interesting play. 3rd and 10 here for Cincinnati after Minnesota threw a pick, and Cincinnati just got on drive 4. Burrow gives it to man, but it's knocked down, and it would surely be a field goal to get a 10-point lead. 3rd and 15 here for Minnesota. This could be big if they get it late on in the 3rd quarter. The quarterback steps back, is going to get sacked here. Huge sack. 13-yard sack by Sutton. That's their 3rd sack of the game. Close to a safety, to be fair. Just took too long in the pocket and retreating. Just looked bad ever since started backing up. And that is the 3rd sack. Done 4 here for the Bengals. 10 points up after both teams scored back-to-back touchdowns. 8 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Burrow snaps it, gets it to the T. Higgins, I think. 8-8, looks like tight end. First down, and Vikings got to do it all over again to get a stop. 3rd and 10 here. If they get into the goals, we'll just watch all apart from 4th if they kick it. Running back, Gary out. Burrow give it quickly to Jamar Chase. He'll get in for the touchdown and surely the win for the Cincinnati Bengals.
his second touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Bengals are starting to pull away in the fourth quarter of this Super Bowl.
And the Bengals are surely now going to win it.
Now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
I believe it would be their first ever Super Bowl.
We all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them close.
And that is the Bengals' first ever Super Bowl.
And they were able to pull away for the victory.
Pulling away 38-28 full time. The Bengals are Super Bowl 59. It's not said. I believe it's 59 champions. And unlike real life friends, the Eagles won this Super Bowl. Well, Bengals do it for the first time in their history, beating the Minnesota Vikings rather convincingly as well.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season!
Joe Burrow gets Super Bowl Man of the Match.
Our entire crew doing a wonderful job.
As a Vince Lombardi Trophy in Super Bowl on say 59 goes to Cincinnati Bengals. Thanks to Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow and Sutton's huge sack in that 3rd and 15 in the third quarter, what just killed any momentum for the Vikings. 3-down celebrations from the Bengals. Bearing in mind it's their first Super Bowl. So Bengals win 38-28, first ever Super Bowl. Joe Burrow getting Super Bowl MVP. Dak Prescott NFL MVP, Coach of the Year. Lamont Booker for the Jaguars, Offensive Player of the Year. Rams Puka Nacua, Defensive Player of the Year. Max Crosby, Offensive Rookie of the Year. Luther Burden, and Offensive Rookie of the Year. Vikings Shemai Alexander. Now, can we see stats, or is it too late? And have I knackered this 2 years in a row? No. So we can't see stats. No. Total, or most passing yards go to Dak Prescott, Joe Burrow, to Tagovailoa, all over 5,000. And Vikings quarterback only 28 off Tyler Van Dyke. Most touchdowns go to Dak Prescott with 48, Mahomes 43, Burrow 41. Most interceptions go to Kirk Cousins with 22, Deshaun Watson with 18, and Drew Aller with 18 as well. If you look at rushing, Joe Mixon with the most yards with 1,455, Nick Chubb with 1,450, and Travis Etienne Jr. with 1,403. Most touchdowns, Joe Mixon and Christian McCaffrey both on 18, and Derek Henry on 17, and Etienne Jr. with 16. Most receiving yards is Puka Nacua with 1,839, basically 300 more than next. Justin Jefferson, then Quentin Johnson with 1,469, Keenan Allen with 1,403, and who was anyone bang on 1,000 there? 991 for Greg Dortch, 1,009 for Juju Smith-Schuster. We'll look at touchdowns. Puka Nacua 16, 15 for Josh Downs with a lot less receptions. Keenan Allen with 14, and Jalen Tolbert with 13. Defense most tackles, Ernest Jones 4th with 149, Shaq Thompson and Elon Roberts 147, and 142 for Alex Anzola, 141 for Tremaine Edmonds and Dayan Henley, and 140 for Drew Tranquill and Jamario Davies. Most sacks, pretty safe to say Max Crosby probably. 28.5. Mark Parsons with 21. Marcus Sanchez 16.5. Aiden Hutchinson 15.5. Miles Garrett slowed down and then they got to 15. Most interceptions. 6 for Kevin Ballard the third and Drew Tranquil. 5 for Bobby Carr, Truman Edmonds, Trent McDuffie and Grant Delpit. See if there's any touchies. I know there were 2 earlier. Couple more now. Derek Stingley Jr., Trent McDuffie, Grant Delpit, Adore Jackson, Buda Baker, Desmond King the third, Trayvon Walker, Will Johnson, Jonathan Jones, Darius Slade Jr. and Devin White, all with 1. Do you want to look at kicking? I'll quick look at kick return, see if there's any touchdown. 2 for Montel Johnson. Punt return. No touchdowns. So I'll sim to next season and see there. Well, actually, I'll look at if anyone's moved it. We'll see if anyone's broken a record season. Garner Minshew broke that one last year for pass yard, or came third. Well, I think what could have been broken, I'm not sure. Sacks. Yep, Max Crosby this year, 28. 6 more than Gastino, if you pronounce it that way. Record of 22. Absolutely smashing that record after Myles Garrett got 22 the year before, which was joint for the record. And he's got to be one of the best defensive players in a long time. Right, I'll see if I can see retirements and trades and see if there's anything of worth there. So there are no retirements or notable trades, so we shall skip till after the draft, look at the first round of drafts and then go to next season. Okay, so first overall, Tennessee Titans get New Mexico quarterback Brendan Harlan. Second overall, Kyle Fitzsimmons goes to Seahawks left end, and Dominic Kramer, cornerback Stanford, goes to Detroit. Kevin Blake, D tackle Penn State, goes to Broncos. Larry Nixon, right outside linebacker Penn State, goes to Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Joshua Newsom, right tackle Texas, goes to New York Giants. Johnny Dawkins, right end, goes Iowa State, goes to Chargers. Larry Hopkins, wide receiver Miami, goes to Pittsburgh. Ben Maisie, wide receiver Alabama, goes to LA Rams. Adonis Hall, D tackle Wisconsin, goes to Atlanta. Dylan Ball, cornerback Florida State, goes to Baltimore. Warrior Bonds, D tackle goes from Texas, goes to Green Bay. Armand Benjamin, D tackle Washington State, goes to Buffalo Bill. Marin Lloyd, middle linebacker Clemson, goes to Cleveland. Ezekiel Hamilton, wide receiver Oklahoma, goes to Colts. Ernest Hutchinson, wide receiver Notre Dame, goes to the Jets. Don Montgomery, right end Oregon State, goes to Washington. Earl Wayne, quarterback Iowa, goes to New Orleans State. Chris Crowley, left outside linebacker Washington, goes to Patriots. Dalton Pearman, left end Purdue, goes to Carolina. Center David Planton, center Ole Miss, goes to Eagles. Harry Taylor, D tackle Florida State, goes to Raiders. Jaron Bryan, right tackle Oklahoma, goes to Cowboys. Dalton Meeks, left outside linebacker Clemson, goes to Texans. Miles Clay, left tackle Iowa State, goes to Dolphins. Ben Woods, running back USF, goes to the Chicago Bears. Keyshawn Albridge, quarterback Kansas State, goes to Arizona. Darnell Munford, right outside linebacker Ohio State, goes to Chiefs. Don Dyson, right outside linebacker Miami, goes to San Francisco 49ers. Jahil Young, free safety, Michigan, goes to Jacksonville. Pat Hitchison, left guard, LSU, goes to Vikings. And Jared Harrison, right tackle, Georgia, goes to the Cincinnati Bengals. That was the first round, so I'll see you next season and see you then.